Alright. Okay, we are back in Total War Warhammer 3, and we were looking to start another campaign and learn another faction that I did not already know. And the chat, I gave them a bunch of options of ones that I hadn't done and had them do a vote, and the winner was Chaos Dwarves. I then looked at these three, none of them really jumped out at me, so I let chat vote again on which one to play, and the winner, narrowly, was Robot Legs. So we're gonna play Robot Legs. So, Robot Legs, let's see, this is Astragoth Iron Hand. Looking at the unit browser, he's classified as a melee combatant, and he gets stronger after getting kills in combat for a time. He starts out with some goblin slaves, some dwarves with guns, some centaurs, and let's see, he gets more conclave influence. I don't know what that is yet. Research rate is great, control is great, his army heals faster, that's great. Mechanical overdrive, he again does more damage each time he gets a kill in combat. And Bull Centaur Renders in his army, which we start with one set of those, get 15% damage reduction. And we are on max difficulty, and hopefully all the knowledge I have in the game so far is enough to get me through that. And cool loading screen. Having not played the Chaos Dwarves before, I haven't seen this one. We saw this big fella in the trailer for the Chaos Dwarves on the Total War YouTube channel. See how this goes. Muck, you got really good at Warhammer fast. I mean, I've got 770 hours played, so... I've been playing a lot of it. I now have played more Warhammer in the last 6 months than I have Riftbreaker in the last, like, 3 years. You made it more difficult for yourself, Muck? I do what y'all voted. It doesn't feel like that at all. Well, not all of those hours were on stream. I've played quite a bit off stream as well. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get. Wherever my walker rig takes me, we will burn to ash. Hashut wills it. How they play. Fight battles and gather necessary labor to maximize efficiency of industrial economy, in turn boosting military strength. Spend armaments in the Hell Forge to increase unit capacities and strength. Use conclave influence to claim powerful seats in the Tower of Tsar that can significantly strengthen your faction. Dispatch military convoys to locations across the world and navigate risk en route to benefit your industrial economy. Okay. Alright, so I guess this is our starting hero, Zorak, Bull Centaur. I was not expecting a Centaur. I thought they'd all be dwarves. He has training, one of the worst options in my opinion for a starting hero unit. I typically my favorites are either replenishment or mobility for the army, but we'll use what we got. All right. He has armored, armor-piercing melee, anti-large, and scaly skin. I put him into the army, and then we got Astragoth here, and we've got raw materials, armaments, and conclave influence. And efficiency. God dang it. We've got 4 currencies I've never seen before. Gold, I understand. We got 4 currencies I've never seen before. Alright. Okay. Do I have any form of instant recruitment with this guy? No, I do not. Okay. So... Oh, wow. We can recruit Tauruses already? I'm surprised by that. I have fought against Tauruses before. They're decently tough. It's really surprising to see. Oh yeah, you can only have 1. The capacity 1. Okay. Alright. Hit this guy. And we're going to do a manual battle, because I've never seen this guy before. I need to see what tools we have to work with. Arch says, do you listen to Warhammer lore videos when you're not online, Muck? I have not, no. I don't think I've seen any Warhammer lore videos for Warhammer Fantasy. I've watched a couple for 40k in the past. So, it just really depends on if they're entertaining enough, I think. It's only, Mount TH, if you're still in chat, you said earlier, play Beastman, I saw an angry cow today, and we can actually recruit an angry cow very soon. Alright, let's see what we got. So first off, Astragoth. Oh, he's got spells too. Okay. Alright, so he has a fireball spell. And also, he's a melee expert. That's always nice when your caster's not some really fragile person. Okay. Then we've got the Bull Centaur guy. So he's just a nasty melee dude. Very simple. Okay. And then we got these Bull Centaurs. These are the ones that get, God, they're so ugly. They get damage reduction for being with him. How are there, let's see, speed 62, and this one's speed 77. Okay, so I could possibly just have these be together. And then Chaos Dwarves with great weapons. Alright, so these are melee only. Armor piercing melee. What is Contempt? This unit won't lose leadership from witnessing a friendly unit rout unless the routing unit also has Contempt. And I'm guessing the orcs and stuff do not. Orc laborers have meat shield and poor leadership. Goblin laborers are expendable meat shield, weak against armor with poor leadership. We got 2 of those. Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses. Blunderbuss, armored and shielded, armor-piercing missiles, decent melee combatant. Not very long. It's awesome that they got shields. I remember when I played Cathay, really enjoying the fact that, what was it? Their ranged units had shields because it made it easier to keep them alive. Alright, let's see. Ooh. This unit, very difficult to blob it up. What is this? These are the orc laborers. Okay. Alright, so we're dealing with units that do like direct line of sight attacks. So we are going to have to deal with that. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so he's got a fireball type spell. Let's see what the range of it is. Speed it up a little bit. Okay, so this is Burning Wrath. Alright, so it's like a fireball, but then it spawns a small fire tornado. Okay. And what is this one? Cascading Fire Cloak gives a friendly unit armor-piercing weapon damage and melee defense increase. I'm gonna keep hitting that same ranged group with these things. Now, these missile-type spells, it's often, not always, but it's often very difficult to get them to cast once they enter your melee range. Like, once this guy has units around him, it's going to be very tough to get him to keep casting spells. Oh, Mechanical Overdrive has already got a few stacks. And since that unit's moving now, that spell, they got out of range of that spell very quickly. Alright, so those cones are the attack range of these guys. It's not great. It's almost like a shotgun. Yeah, so if they're moving, this is kind of a crap spell because they move out of the range of it real fast. Okay, I'm gonna have the Centaurs flank and take out some of their ranged units. Alright, having these guys back up a bit to shoot at them. And bring the Centaurs back to hit those Goblin Archers. Let's watch this guy for a second. Oh my god. Yeah, you better run! Imagine picking a fight with someone parked at a handicapped spot. They get out of their car, beat you up with their walker. I'd say my positioning there was decent. Let's have these guys back up since they've already taken so much damage. Might allow the gunners to start helping. Oh my god, that took so much friendly fire. Okay, he's dead though. 60 speed, that's decent. I mean, faster than most dwarves. This guy's got, like, these guys have 28 speed, for example, so his little robot, like, they look so stupid, but my god, they work. Just imagine the old man from Family Guy. Get your photos back here. Alright, so we won the battle, just picking off whatever units we can here. Centaurs are certainly alright for flanking, but they're not great for running things down. Not as good as just like a pack of wolves or something. He doesn't have any activatable skills, does he? No, he doesn't. See, the problem is he can only hit him like one at a time, so he wasn't going to finish that whole pack off. Alright. Most of the... Let's see. Looking at the damage dealt as gold value, the thing that did the most damage to their forces was actually this set of gunners. But the ones that finished off the most kills was the centaurs, followed by the lord. Although we didn't start with an artillery unit, because of that very long-range fireball type spell he's got, we don't have to go toward the enemy. We can just poke the enemy with that spell and make them come to us. Alright. A tiny bit of gold, a tiny bit of labor. Or heal the army. Let's take 10% replenishment is actually quite a lot. So we'll take that. Trickster's Shard, terrible starting item, good god.
Astragoth.
Okay, he leveled up. Let's do... okay. So he seems to have a combination of Hushut spells, which I've never seen before. I assume it's just a, Lore of Hushut. Yeah, so this is probably just a Chaos Dwarf thing. I've never seen these. He seems to have like half that, half fire. Alright, so let's get Route Marcher. Always start with that. Almost always start with that. Okay, Decisive Victory. Let's do it on manual. What's the new faction, Muck? The Chaos Dwarves won the vote, Bluebell. It's kind of like dwarves that were underground and they somehow got corrupted by chaos, you know, like Khorne, Blood for the Blood God, stuff like that, like the Chaos Gods. So they're still dwarves. They have all the smarts and intellect and ingenuity of dwarves, so they have like terrifying war machines and just freaking guns. But they're also like, you know, they look demonic and horrifying and stuff like that. Cool that it kept my setup from earlier. Also, you know, they enslave things. Like, for example, some of their frontline units are just goblin and orc slaves. And they're like, hey, go stand in front. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna speed it up and poke at them a little bit. And see that? Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Trickster's Shard as soon as we can. So looking at the orange bar, they've got 2 groups of ranged units in this army. Alright, so shooting at them while moving, we found, was not great. I don't think they can see these groups because they're in the woods. So we'll wait till they get closer. Alright, so attacking and melee with him right there to distract the enemy a bit. So I'm backing up the, well, I'm trying. Alright, we're gonna do this. Okay, those ones got backed up successfully. Come on. These guys have not fired, like, at all yet. Yeah, they are doing a good job of not letting me use firing lines at all. Okay. There we go. Now these guys can start shooting. There we go. Cool. Alright. Yeah, they had one group of dudes that was very stubbornly charging these guys and not letting them fire, which, I mean, honestly, smart by them. Okay. Just gonna kill as much as I can here. I've got a new theory that, like, you know, at the end of the battle when you get to choose things like, you know, replenishment or things like that, I think that's based off how many kills you get. So I think more often I'm going to try to take out as many stragglers as I can. Now, without, like, you know, a very fast unit, that's going to be limited, but I still think it's worth getting the ones that we can. How do you get the unit window to stay up like that? I think it's just whatever I had selected. So, like, right now I've got him selected, so he's up there. And if I don't have anything selected, it doesn't stay up. If there's a setting to turn that off, I didn't even know it. Just got it on max speed while these centaurs run these guys over. And robo legs. There we go. 278 kills on the centaurs. The goblins got beat up a bit, but, you know, it's goblins, whatever. Ah, who cares? Okay. So, options. Occupy as an outpost, which gives labor. Occupy as a factory. Oh, wait, no. Is this giving labor or costing me labor? Sack it gives labor. And raise it gives raw materials. Okay, hold on a sec. So, occupy as outpost. Outposts enable extraction of raw materials via mines, requires labor, and provide hobgoblin recruitment. Factory expends raw materials to generate armaments and income, and provide advanced recruitment options. Okay, factory spend raw materials. Outpost generates raw materials. Okay, so the most natural question after this is it like 1 for 1? Like, do I need to have one factory for every one outpost? Like, what's the ratio we want to shoot for here? So for now, I guess I'll get an outpost because it generates raw materials. So I'll do that.
Astragoth,
And it says Conclave influence gained and gold gained. It's minus recruitment costs. Hobgoblin mustering camp. Money pit. Income generated. Strip mine. Raw materials 200 per turn when workload requirements are met. Workload plus 300. You need to maintain this much labor in the province. So, workload? I don't see workload up there. The capital is ramparts, giant conveyor, raw materials 100 per turn. It's under income. Oh, it's over here. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Industry. Workload 100. Balloons 100. Okay. Unlocks Bull Centaur hero recruitment. Oh boy. I got a jet quick battery. Garrison. Patrol routes, I guess, plus control. Campaign movement range to people nearby. Not a lot of control. Donation barrel, income generated. Infernal Castion is the mobility hero. Okay. Like, how is Scary Game? Scariest game I have played this month. Giant conveyor. Wait, what is giving me workload? Hold on. So, is workload just, like, taken out of labor? Is, like... Workload plus 100. Yes, okay, okay. Alright, so this is some income and raw materials. Alright, so... Get that, I guess. That is probably need. Let's get that just for the gold. That's quite a bit of gold. Okay, so let's look at our guys who leveled up. XP per turn. And this guy, this is the Centaur. Nothing really amazing, just get training so we get more XP. Okay. So, there's some decent stuff here that we can recruit in one turn. Trade-off is there's caps on how many of them we can have. Do you see that? Like, I can recruit this awesome unit in a single turn, but you can only have one of them. Alright, so looking around. Average efficiency. If below 100, you may need to move labor between provinces to meet all workload requirements. Raw materials, armaments, conclave influence. If you want better units for the near future, you need the Hobgoblin building. Hobgoblin sneaky gets, Hobgoblin wolf raiders. I mean, are these really better units? They don't have caps. Alright, I'll take your advice. I'll try it out. Alright, let's... Oh, wait a minute, wait. I can only have one of these two? Alright, I want the ones with the shields then. And... can get a Taurus. I can get one. Could take a laborer. Alright, what is this? The Hellforge. Okay, so this looks very similar to some of the stuff Skaven had. Alright, so if I had... What was that currency again? Armaments. So if I have more armaments, I can do upgrades for these units here. Alright. I don't know if doing the upgrades gives you more of the unit. Oh wait, hold on. Spend armaments to forge additional standard issue weapons and armor for units in each category, increasing the unit capacities. Okay, so that's how you get more of them. The number displayed beneath unit cards indicates current unit capacity. 1 Taurus, 2 Dwarf Warriors, etc. Increasing total unit capacity in a category gradually unlocks more powerful Forgecraft options in the manufactory specified by the tooltips on each category's progress bar. So things like this is, the unit now has Vanguard deployment, the Vanguard now has Stalk, etc. Okay, and manufactory is locked until you unlock modifications in the armory. Okay, so research. We have got 3 separate pages. Oh my, all right. Buffs for hobgoblins. Buffs for Chaos Dwarf infantry. Buffs, control everywhere. Labor gained post-battle. Trade resources produced. Let's get control everywhere first. It's only 2 turns. Alright, and is there any cheesy turn 1 trade deals we can do? On Ferric, we can ally with the rats. Who are they against? Cool.
The great horned rat favors Mimi.
Alright, so I now have a tentative alliance with the being to the north of me, which means I can focus entirely on the south. Now, should I get another lurd on turn 1? Sorcerer, Prophet, Metal, Apathetic, Vengeful. Let's see, Lore of Metal, Lore of Hashat, Lore of Fire, Lore of Death. Miserly. Wait, did they ever get a mount? Hang on a sec. Total War, Warhammer 3, Lord Calculator. There's this really handy tool I have found recently that you can use to see their skill trees. Total War Warhammer 3, Chaos Dwarves, and Overseer. Okay. So they get a flying mount, and they're just the melee line. Oh wait, I think Overseer is for the trade routes? Okay. The Sorcerer Prophets also get flying mounts. And casualty replenishment rate is nice. And then death magic or whatever magic you choose. Okay. What was the other stuff? Oh, there was Overseer or Sorcerer Prophet. Hang on a sec. What was the other option? Go here. Recruit Lord. Overseer, Sorcerer. One Overseer is convoy, the other is not. Okay. This one does not appear to be convoy. Okay, what is this? Casualty replenishment, Dark Pact, Adjutant, Armorer. Honestly, this is all really good. This is just a lot of really nice passive stuff. Okay. Alright. I think I'll say, let's get a Death Magic one first. Peaceful, Hateful. Those are not great options. Perfect Vigor. Meh. Alright. He has a gun? I picked this guy because he was a wizard and he starts with an axe and a gun. Okay. Alright, Cowabunga it is, I guess. Alright, end turn.